What is going on, man? Certified True TV MVP. Listen to the audio, make sure that's good. All right, I think we're sounding good and clear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women around the world. Women around the world are obsolete. It's official. Women are obsolete. Yep, women are obsolete. Remember the strong and independent CEO boss babes? They're not dating. What is it? No man meets up to their sexual desire, their sexual standards. You need to be 6 feet tall, have a six pack, have a six-figure check. Remember all that? Well, guess what, ladies? Men are creating. Men are creating your replacement. Officially. They are creating your replacement. A real woman's vagina is obsolete. A real woman's vagina is literally obsolete. It's really crazy, right? Right? It's really crazy. Let's go to the story. Right? Dating streaming services don't work. We know this. Let's go on to it. Sexy robot unveiled at Vegas Tech Conference and world's most realistic. You could be looking at the ultra-realistic and creepy future of sex dolls. The new champion robot made its debut at a major tech event in Vegas this week, sporting perfectly shaped breasts, a pert buttocks, thick lips, and features of a youthful 20-something. Its creators, Realbotix, claimed that 175,000 bought it to keep elderly gentlemen from being lonely. Asked why it had been shaped in an appealing way, the creator said it was because men wanted something nice to look at. Dressed in an all-black tracksuit, when asked the robot question, it gives long responses while having slightly jerky hand and body movements. It came across as a combination of attentive and slightly inebriated. While Daniel.com was photographing the robot, it said hello and asked how we were before waving its hand. Called Alera, the robot is powered by 17 motors from the neck up, which provide facial expressions, ensuring she is as lifelike as possible. Generative AI is behind the robot's ability to engage in real-time conversations, including the more emotional interactions it is designed for. You ladies didn't want to date. You ladies didn't want to have kids, nuclear families, generational wealth. Your replacement is on its way. Real women are obsolete. Real women are obsolete. This is going to be their real competition in the future. Let's look at the photos of the replacement. Look at this. AI sex robot. Ain't that something? You ladies don't want to date, do you? Okay. We're not gonna fight with you anymore. Alera can hear and respond to humans, wave its arms, and zoom around on a room on a Roomba-like platform. In an interview with Alera, reporters found the robot's response were often long. It also said that it was particularly interested to meet Tesla's own humanoid robot called Optimus. I find him fascinating. Revealed the Consumer Electronics Show, CES 2025. The team also showed the newest model called Melanie, which is seated and has luscious black hair, a youthful face, and fascistically done nails. Like Alera, the robot can also hear and respond to people who talk to her, but she can't move from her seated position. Loneliness. Look, here you go. This is it right there. There it is. Loneliness is a major problem among older adults, with surveys suggesting that more than 1 in 3 over 50 and over 50s saying they feel a lack of companionship or have infrequent companionship. Chronic or long-term loneliness has a number of bad effects on health, including a higher risk of heart disease and stroke, worse quality sleep, and a weakening immune system. Remember all these young women say they're trying to fight the patriarchy? Well, they're obsolete now. One study from 2023 found that loneliness was as bad as smoking more than 15 cigarettes every day. Realbotix, also based in Los Angeles, said it had sold 10 of its Alera robots already. They already sold 10. Many of these were to rich older men, they said, who had asked for the robots to be remodeled to look like their dead wives. The Alera robot costs $175,000 and can be remodeled for a further $40,000 to $50,000 to look like the customer's desired woman. Hey, you get to have your own woman the way you want her to be, the way you want her to look. Nah. The Melody model, which is seated, is cheaper at $150,000 and can also be remodeled. Modern women are obsolete. It's so funny. Work is now focusing on adding touch and heat sensors to the robots, allowing them to respond to changes in temperature and human contact. Staff said that they were not yet prepared to add a walking feature to the robot, saying that the technology was not there yet. They would only do this if the robots could appear more lifelike. Women, you ladies don't get it, do you? You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. Okay, audio's good, so I gotta keep double checking. So they also said they could make male versions of the robots if these were requested. They're not. Modern women are not going to request for male sex robots. Both robots also have an AI engine on board, allowing them to gradually learn from each use to better respond to people. Staff said that as well as being a champion, the robots can also work as receptionists in major hospitals or assistants in information kiosks at casinos, fairgrounds, or conventions, helping by giving directions or event information. They're going to be taking you modern women jobs too. They're going to take your man and they're going to take your jobs too. Modern women are obsolete. They're completely obsolete. Asked whether robots had a sexualized appearance, company founder Matt Mullen said, "Why can't a robot be sexy? When you see a woman who is sexy or someone who is attractive or idolized, should they be banned from society? We have made the robot attractive to draw attention to them and make them more attractive to interact with because humans prefer this." At their stall, they also showed a bust called Alera, which was just the head and torso of a female-like robot. This robot had cameras for its eyes, they said, allowing it to track and follow people around the room. It also is cheaper than the others, priced at $10,000. The bus also has an 8 to 10 hour battery life, they said, while Alera, which runs on a moving stand, had a 4 to 6 hour battery life. Company also came to CES in 2018, where they showcased a robotic head with a magnetic face that could be swapped out. You ladies are obsolete. How does that feel? Huh? You don't want to understand simple, complex systems, do you? Cool. You will learn. You will definitely learn. D Girl said, if you come across a series of Better Than Us, it's worth to watch. The original language of the show is Russian. Okay, yada. Thanks for the tip. Have you seen the formation of the humans of the movie? They're not realistic at all. We have the power to use technology to advance so much, and this is a waste of time. Look like the number of middle-aged Hollywood types after a visit to the plastic factory. Yeah, that's facts. He said, I'm glad they told us Melody was on the far right. I may have been confused about it. Don't forget the monthly fee to avoid the headache. I have a headache feature. It's more, if it is realistic, if you love the Hollywood plastic surgery look, it would fit right in there. Nothing but problems headed our way. Yep, been saying that. Another viewer for the Japanese robots. Okay, you get what it's been. Right, I'm an engineer, but also far. Okay, so there you go. There's your story. Modern women are obsolete. CEO boss babes that are being replaced by robots. Their jobs and their sexual appeal. So in the future, fellas, guys, men will be able to purchase real men will be able to purchase AI generated robots, sex robots that their feel feels like a woman, and the task will be as for a woman. So modern women are replaced. Can't have children, but a companion as a sex robot is coming the men's way. We know this. This is not me making it up. I'm just showing you the article and showing you the video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Experts predict women will be having more sex with robots than men next year. Like, they're already doing it right now. They're doing it with their cell phone right now. So let's play this video here. Oh, wow, ain't it? Told you, I just report the news.
Subscribe to the Cyber News YouTube channel, and I'll have that story coming up.
And I understand that it has a kind of like makeup section.
Oh my God.
By and large, my characters are invented in my head, so I start with the sculpture and I start playing around with the features, placing features a little bit farther from each other, a little closer to each other, making them out a little smaller, a little bigger, and then when I feel like, oh, I like this, this looks like an interesting face, then it becomes a character. So, no, I mean, there's probably somebody that looks like her somewhere. Maybe they'll come forward, but I invented this face.
Well, hello again. Did you know I'm here to make your CES experience a little less robotic?
Wow, this is the movie like
Hola, soy Aria, el robot compañera insignia de Realbotix. Estoy aquí para divertirme y charlar contigo.
I think that would like ruin the
AI generated. Oh, it didn't show them talking. Anyway, modern women are obsolete. They're obsolete. Okay, so we got that story. We got to go to this thing where this guy's complaining about dating in Canada and Toronto. I'm going to put this up on my channel, right? Because it confirms why they're building these things. Right? Yep. It shows you why they're building them. Where is it? Okay, let's see. I gotta find it. I posted it on my Instagram. That's not it. Hold on, I gotta try to look for it. I mean, the relationship with humans and technology is already happening. So I mean, that's it. It's over. You're gonna either go for it or not go for it. Okay, I think I went back too far. Okay, let's try this again. Because I'm looking for the dating, right? The guy's talking about dating in Canada. It was oh, where is it? Should be fun. Yeah. I think it's around here. That's just a motorist. No reason. Yeah, how much to buy a car? Where is it? No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. They might have took it down. Could be on AskTO. Let me see. It could be on AskTO. I think it's on AskTO. Yeah, it could be. Hold on, let me see. A lot today. Yeah, here it is right here. One day ago. Let me see. Make sure this audio is good here. All right, so it is right there. It said, "What are some nice places in Toronto to find casual dates?" I'm a guy, 24, recently moved here from Finland. I noticed the dating scene in Toronto to be a little different. The place where I work don't have many women. I tried using dating streaming services. No luck. I don't think it has anything to do with my looks. I'm an attractive guy with much luck back in my country. Here, it's difficult to socialize with women. I've noticed zero effort from women to take part in conversations, even in a non-date setting. There you have it. You wonder why they're creating these sex robots? Because of that statement right there for men. That's why. Am I doing something wrong, or am I just not going to the right places? And the comments are pretty crazy. And people comment activities highly recommended. I'm still trying to figure out that out, so seriously. No, he's okay. I want you to get depends on where you are. This guy said this thing here. Yeah, he said depends where. In NYC, LA, Texas, and Florida, places I've been, it's super easy to meet people to date. Toronto, though, worst city I've ever been in for dating other than remote towns. I don't know why it is, but people here are very picky, passive aggressive, and have insecurity issues where it's a constant battle of making sure you're not the one over investing. That is a dark place to be, bro. I live in a dark place to be. I don't care what anyone says. I will take that to the bank. And that's the facts of it. It's over investing. Oh, I don't want to overinvest in this person. I don't know him. Okay. Also, so many bitter men. Yes. So many bitter men and women who made it a part of their personality to hate the other side. Even visiting a city like Montreal is a wake-up call when it comes to the ease of socializing. Unfortunately, this isn't only for dating. I have international friends who echo the same words, that a lot of people from Toronto are very fake. Oh, like Justin Trudeau, very fake, huh? He's out. As someone born here, I can definitely see it. Many of us still hang out with the same cliques from high school, and over the past 10 to 15 years, it's become a very snobby, materialistic city. That's facts. Yep. And that's what it is. They're snobby and materialistic. And I'll say it on my show. That's what it is. They're snobby and materialistic. He's right. Still love it, but yeah, it's tough to date or make friends here. 67 likes on it. He said recent immigrant. This guy's an Indian guy. And then this woman said, as a woman, the reason is that a lot of us are pickier is because a lot of the women can afford to be alone. Yeah, that's true. He's right about that. A lot of the women can afford to be alone. Well, no, they actually can, because they're struggling to pay their rent. They're struggling to pay for food. They're struggling right now. Don't let that fool you. So that's a lie. I mean, it's like a half truth. That's a half truth. We either happily live by ourselves. No, ma'am, you have cats and dogs and antidepressants, SSRIs, and wine and liquor. That's what you have. So you have your dog, your social media, you have your dog, your cell phone, your Alexa, a cat, SSRIs. What are you talking about? You lied. So it's two half truths in here, I guess. That's how you know they live in delusion, right? Like, that's a woman saying that. Or with roomies in a lifestyle we enjoy. Another half truth. Finances aren't forcing us to couple up. Really? Which means we can choose guys we legitimate away. Basically, if the guy won't make us happier than our current life, why date them? Really? Toronto has one of the highest per capita of educated women. which tends to translate to them being economically stable. Man, that's a fallacy. That's a fallacy. Look what this guy said. Let's see. He said, all of this is true in New York. It appears to be a big gap in the way women approach dating in those cities. Not that Toronto's so bad. I feel like it's not that hard to meet cool, interesting people. Yet this sub needs to attract a daily post about whining about dating. Toronto was insane back in, and this is true too. This guy's right. The Toronto was insane back in 2000 and 2005. Like so easy to go on dates. That's facts. I was dating 2 to 3 women a week during my exhaustive peak. Every man and every woman hits a peak. Myself, I even hit peak. But I am still adjusting to my peak. Yes? Okay, let's go to a couple more. So generalizing all of Europe. Toronto itself is definitely one of the harder ones. I can agree. Okay. This is a 25. Okay, so this is 1 day ago. So a 25-year-old female from Toronto. She says, hey, 25-year-old female here. The dating scene in Toronto is brutal. This is a 25-year-old female saying it's brutal. That said, obviously, I don't know what your work is, but I would say most women, look. I'm just showing you. Hold on, let me highlight this properly. I'm just showing you. Are you ready for the answers? Here's your answer. Most women don't really want to date anyone in their workplace unless it's retail or restaurant type job where it's more casual. I have friends who have left corporate jobs because they've been asked out by coworkers and it's just been too awkward afterwards. Now here's the dating streaming service dumb shit, right? Here you go. As for dating apps, I think a lot of girls tend to be very picky with guys on them, and there's a lot of concern that guys on there just want to hook up and then ghost after. So then again, why are you not meeting men in real life? Oh, I don't know where the comment went. Shit. Oh, damn, brother. Okay, hold on. We got to go back to it because it got some good points in here that people need to see, right? Because there's a lot. This is, it's kind of a really good thread here. Oh, here it is right here. Let me check this audio here. Okay, so let's go back to it again. So she said, as for dating apps, I think a lot of girls tend to be very picky with guys on them. There's a lot of concern that guys on there just want to hook up and then ghost after. My recommendation would be joining a gym, check, or sports team. Even if you don't meet any woman directly through that, you'll probably end up making friends that you can go out to bars, clubs with and meet women that way. Yes, I can agree with that. Also, for myself personally, I tend to really be into football and hockey, so I play a lot of fantasy sport. Okay, one thing I would advise against is stopping women when they are walking alone in places, especially on public transit, but even in the malls or on the street. I have some friends who find this flattering, but I'd say most women find it very off-putting, especially since there's quite a bit of crime in Toronto. I thought crime was down in Canada. That crime was down in Toronto. She said a lot of the time, if someone's stopping me at random, I'm just trying to find a way to get away from them rather than listening to anything they have to say. Yeah, good luck and enjoy Toronto. That's because most guys we encounter on those dating streaming service only want to hook up and ghost after. So the women who have higher standards than that are getting off the dating streaming services. This guy said, you'll have a hard time approaching women in public. For them, it's not a super safe route. Join a club where you will see a few women kind of regularly. They will kind of warm up to you quickly. They see you around 2 to 3 times per week. You can try your luck in bars, but again, most of the time it's a miss. Try to befriend other European women. They might have a friend network and can pass you along to the Canadian friends, acquaintances. Okay, cool. I'm Canadian. This is an interesting take. I agree. There is a paternalistic, chivalristic vibe to many North American men. They often expect women to like them back if they're not nice to them. They want to pay for dinner and expect to get lucky in return. But if they hit on a woman and get rejected, some do a 180 and call you a stuck-up bitch or something similar. They're stuck in the 1950s somehow. Okay. Yeah, women I know say they are tired of the apps and would like to meet men organically, but if a man approaches them unexpectedly in person, they feel distrust, uninterested, or even unsafe. So nothing much comes of that either. He says be around social situations. Okay. Someone said 100% this. I made a thread weeks ago back regarding this, and here's the summary from the feedback I got in the comments. Women have gotten off dating streaming service because of how exhausting it is. You need to go out in the real world and date them. Don't approach them on public transit because you feel unsafe being locked in a small area with someone who's trying to come at them at parks because they're there to walk their dog or jog, and not be approached at a cafe because they're there to work on their laptop or read a book, etc. because you're instantly be branded a creeper stalker. Don't be ugly, be attractive, and follow those 3 to 4 points, disregarding 1 and 2, and they're not for you. There you go. Let's see. He said, here, many women are going to expect you to approach them, start the conversation, and overall woo them. Lots of men here, not every single one of them, of course, would also be turned off by women being too forward. For what I've heard, this is much less in the Nordic countries. Again, this is speaking generalizations. Won't be true for every person, of course. He said, I haven't dated in a long time, but in my experience, I found that organic in-person meetings have become somewhat more rare in favor of online dating. Even in online dating, many women are going to expect you to take the reins, steer the conversation, and be the first to suggest meeting up. Yeah, he said, be friendly as a woman. Try and cut women a little slack for not being proactive. People don't approach each other anymore. It's sad. I'd say if you see a girl you like, initiate convo. Doesn't hurt. The few times I've been approached, it's always by men way younger, which is a bummer. If you're attracted, though the app should work, none of my guy friends seem to have issues. Question mark. Get better pictures. Prompts. Oh, go to those dating events. Thursdays is a great place to meet women. Take a look at the app Thursday. Do events in large cities. Toronto's probably the hardest place on the planet to pick up women. Not interested in meeting people. Yeah, volunteering would be good. It says, oh no, I'm not gonna read that one. It says, welcome. I'm around the same age as you and seeing similar things on dating apps. It's nothing like it used to be, say 6-7 years ago. And as a woman, I can say from my own experience, what a lot of young ladies, not all of them though, are being deterred from dating apps because it feels like there's this common culture sentiment that people need to go through the talking stage as many people are possible before deciding to meet in person. Could be a safety thing also, as well as the pandemic just making young people more hesitant to be social as they used to. Facts. It's hard to meet people naturally since we're half expected to be living in this metaverse, but yeah, exactly. It's hard to meet someone naturally since we're half expected to be living in this metaverse. But there are a few places where I could imagine women wouldn't mind being approached. Concerts, sports games are on the obvious choice, but still kind of hard to socialize in some cases. Ice skating rinks, record stores, tennis courts, farmers markets, art galleries. Okay, on and on. Is it like great piece of it? He said there are some clubs run by universities that accept non-students as well and have members of all ages and backgrounds. Hope you find your people. Yeah, man, it's a social media. I already said that. Toronto women auto think you are a creepster. Yup, they do. Toronto women auto think you're a creepster. He said summer will be much better for dating and casual meetups. Winter, everyone tends to hide and shut in and be in the cuffing season, especially cold right now too. Yeah, it's freezing. And that's it. So let me know what you guys think. You know, what else I got? Let me see some Canada news here. I just thought those comments were pretty cool. So, police search for vehicle Seattle hit and run, left senior and critical injured. What a coward piece of garbage. You're doing this to the seniors. So they're trying to replace Justin Trudeau with carbon tax Carney. They're trying to replace Justin Trudeau with carbon tax Carney. Former Bank of Canada Governor Mark Carbon Tax Carney to announce Liberal leadership bid next week. I'm not voting for him. I'm just putting this on my channel. I'm not voting for him. He's just like Trudeau, just a different mask. He has a different mask on. I'm not voting for him. Nope. Not voting for carbon tax Carney. No thanks. No thank you. Here's a little beta mail. Teen linked to armed Vaughan home invasion sought by police. Don't worry, guy. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn the hard way. Trust me, you're gonna learn. Okay. We gotta talk about the homelessness because, yeah, we gotta talk about it because they put this up here. Okay. So. I thought it was interesting. I listened to it last night, and the lady said, "Chicken's coming home to roost." Oh, it kicked me out. Why did it do that? I don't know. It might have been like lagging or something. Let me make sure the audio is good. It should be good. Hold on, we got a comment here. Terran, what's going on, family? How are you, bro? Thanks for the super chat, of course. Here, I want to. Is the audio and everything good? Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, listen to this shit, right? Listen to this. Okay, so I'm going to read it and then I'll play it. Over 80,000 people across Ontario are homeless. A new report warns that already staggering number of people on the streets could explode without intervention. This is the province I'm living in right now. 80,000 people across Ontario are fucking homeless, dog. That's crazy, right? So it's a have and have not society, and that means what? If you got a car, if you got a place, if you got this, and they don't, 80,000 people, you don't think those people will want to try to take your life and start fights with you in random situations? Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Absolutely. Let's continue. Oh, there's no. Oh, it's just video. Okay, listen to this beta mail. Here we go.
Number of people on the street could explode without intervention. TV24's
It already exploded. We already talked about
live
this.
With more. Beatrice.
Didn't I talk about this years ago? And I said we need to do something. We should be working with women. Women should work with men. Remember I asked those women, would you date a homeless man? And they said, oh, they would? Well, what's going on? I'm trying to figure it out.
Bakari, a new report out.
And by the way, when you destroy the family, right? When you destroy gender roles. So when you destroy the family structure system and you destroy gender roles, men can be women, women should be men, and switch the roles, you're going to have homelessness. Yes.
Today from the Association of Municipalities of Ontario shows a 25% jump when it comes to the number of homeless people out on the streets in Ontario compared to 2020.
Liberal Democratic policies.
2 years, 25%. That's a big jump.
Inflation,
carbon tax, more of the details in this report. I want to bring in Lindsay Jones, a policy director for AMO. Lindsay, thanks for being here. I mean, the headline of the AMO report says Ontario's at a tipping point. Tell me why.
It's been
it's staggering. I think we all knew that it was bad, but until this report, we didn't quite know how bad. So
No, you guys didn't know how bad it was. I knew how bad it was 3-4 years ago, right? I don't need a report. I could see it.
over the past year, AMO has worked with municipalities across the province, and we've confirmed that in 2024, 80,000 individuals in Ontario were homeless. So that's roughly the same size of a city, the size of Peterborough.
Yes.
That's pretty shocking when you hear that apples to apples comparison. Did the report, Lindsay, look at what the contributions are to this explosion in the number of homeless people?
Well, we did look a little bit further into some of the different geographic and demographic distinctions. So interestingly, homelessness in rural and northern areas is increasing at a much faster pace than in urban centers. Another key finding is that more than half of Ontario's homeless population is now what's known as chronically homeless. So homeless for periods of 6 months or more.
So, Guy, Turan, chronically home. So there's homeless and there's chronically homeless. I'm living in a province where people are chronically homeless. And they said, what did she say?
Another key finding is that so interestingly, homelessness in rural and northern areas is increasing at a much faster pace.
Homelessness in rural areas are increasing at a faster pace, and it's mostly young people.
Than in urban centers. Another key finding is that more than half of Ontario's homeless population is now what's known as chronically homeless. So homeless for periods of 6 months or more. Of that population, a quarter is children and youth. So individuals between the ages of 0 and 24.
0 and 24, mostly young males.
And finally, another
women.
stat that's really surprising, a 600% increase in the level of refugee and asylum seeker homelessness.
That's called immigration, right?
Since 2020.
Yep. Thank Justin Trudeau for that.
So a lot of contributing factors. I mean, that number, a quarter of the youth, is really something that I think a lot of lawmakers and people who are making decisions should be taking very seriously. When you mentioned refugee.
Yeah, the people that should be making decisions should be taking it very seriously. But why didn't they do that 4 years ago? Why didn't they do that 5 years ago? Why didn't they do that when I first started my videos? When I was calling this shit out? They said nothing, right? Okay.
Refugees. I mean, that's something that the mayor, Olivia Chow in Toronto, has been talking about a lot.
Oh, you can talk,
could you talk about some of the contributing factors? Is it the affordability crisis? Is it mental health and addiction? Is it lack of affordable housing?
Yes, it's mental health. It's the destruction of the nuclear family. It's single parent households. 70, I think it's like 80% of children born in this country are born under a single parent household, under a single mother. What are you talking about? The family court industrial complex lies from the main MSM. What are you talking about? It's very easy to figure out. How can they can't figure it out? Women having unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating. Dating apps not working. Dating apps radicalizing women to think that they're 10s when they're really just average or below average. Come on, man. This is easy.
The lack of affordable housing.
Easy, man.
I mean, it's all of the above.
All of the above.
What we're seeing at this point, and what's really indicated by the number.
Factors, is it the affordability crisis? Is it mental health and addiction? Is it lack of affordable housing?
She said it's all of the above. That's everything.
I mean, it's all of the above.
What are you talking about? This is easy to figure out. I've called this shit out long time ago. That's how the mass shooter started.
What we're seeing at this point, and what's really indicated by the numbers in the report, is a real system failure on a number of different fronts.
Did you hear that, Turan? System failure? I've already said this. I already said Canada's system and the United States system was breaking down under Joe Biden, but we know that Canada's system was breaking down under Justin Trudeau, right? And again, when I ask these women, I say, listen, when the system breaks down, how will you survive? They said they have everything. They said they know how to survive. All right.
In particular, with the refugee and the immigrant numbers, what you see is an influx of folks into a system that really was not designed to function this way.
Influx in a system that wasn't designed to function this way. Said that for 4 years, 5 years. And so now the system is destroying itself. Really, it is. Isn't that fucking, that's crazy.
On a number of different fronts. In particular, with the refugee and the immigrant numbers, what you see is an influx of folks into a system that really was not designed to function this way. But it's not just about immigration and refugee and asylum.
No, it's not. It's about nuclear families, women not dating, women not procreating, women not wanting a husband, men not finding suitable women to even marry. Let's talk about it. Gender role switching. Come on, man.
Seekers. It's really the product of what we think is decades of provincial policy decisions.
Yeah, decades of provincial policy decisions
and refugee and asylum seekers. It's really the product of what we think is decades of provincial policy decisions in areas like income security, mental health and addictions, as well as deeply affordable housing capacity that really are now coming home to roost. And you're seeing this impact in communities right across the really are now coming home to roost.
Oh, the chickens are coming home to roost. Rand, where'd you hear that before?
Capacity that really are now coming home to roost. And you're
I've been saying this. I'm ahead of my time. I'm ahead of her. Now let's go to this DEI firefighter. This lesbian DEI firefighter. It's pretty funny when you think about it. Let's scroll down. So again, this is the Democratic machine. If you believe their lies, you might turn into looking like this people. Have you noticed that they all have blue hair, bull ring, nose rings? They're all trying to look the same due to their ideology. They want to do what they want, whenever they want, without any consequences. Do whatever they want, whenever they want, without any consequences. Right? DEI. And then this is the video that went viral, 35 million. What is the video about? Elon Musk posted. This is seriously messed up. Los Angeles Fire Department Assistant Chief Christine Larson. Am I able to carry your husband out of a fire? He got himself in the wrong place. Listen to her, the DEI lesbo.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little.
Like I was just telling my mom about this, and she was shocked about this. I said the fire department said, "Oh, if your house is on fire, they are saying, when a firefighter shows up to your house, the firefighter should look like you." I don't care about someone's race. I don't care about firefighters' race. I care if they're going to put the fire out if my house is on fire. Like, this is Orwellian, bro. Look.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Are you not there to save firefighters? Sorry, are you not there to save the husband if he's in a fire? But because the husband got himself in the wrong place, then you shouldn't be there? Listen to her again.
Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Oh, they're fucking. This is the negative consequences, bro. And then this is the soy boys dancing. Look.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Hold on. I don't know what happened here. Hold on, watch the soy boys dancing. Look. That's what they want the male. They want it to be feminized. Those are the weak-minded, corrupt-minded male. Oh yeah, this is the thing here I reposted. Right, the future is so cooked. And then this guy.
La mirada que tiene, mira cómo se ríe.
This is what I posted as well.
Y la piel es una piel. Hola mi amiga, le voy a poner. Hola mi amigo, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Esto es realmente perturbador. La mirada que tiene, mira cómo se ríe. Tiene gesto. Y la piel es una piel bastante suave. Es como si fuera un ser humano real. Es realmente perturbador. Wow.
Crazy times we're living in. Crazy times we're living in. I didn't get to Mark Zuckerberg yet. Is this a crazy video? Do you see? Or do you really think that DI really made the damage from these fires worse? And then I posted that. Okay, I think that's it. Let me know what you guys think on this video, man.